everybody, and welcome to week 6 of our class here at Purdue Global University on the Economics of Environmental Policy, EM 305. Just got off a very busy week 5, guys. We had our midterm exam, had our papers. I'm in the process of grading the assignments now, so I hope they'll get them out today or tomorrow. Looks like a lot of people have turned them in. If you still haven't turned in your assignment for week 5, please go ahead and continue to work on it and get it in, guys. I'll grade it as you submit it. Other than that, guys, we have a slower week this week for week 6. We have our discussion board going. One discussion board, remember, you got to post on 3 separate days to get all of your points. We are going to have our seminar tonight for Unit 6, so I hope to see everybody there tonight in Unit 6 seminar. And other than that, guys, it is a pretty good week. We do not have an assignment this week, so we are just working on our discussion boards, and we'll have a seminar this evening. Interesting discussion this week, guys. We're starting to get into look at some of the mechanisms, some of the factors we're going to look at determining costs. So we're starting to get into some of the breakdown of it. We're looking at incentive-based policies, taxes, subsidies. We're looking at command and control, how that works. We're looking at different factors that go into cost, liability laws, property rights, voluntary actions. There's a lot of different laws that come into play with this, guys. And it's interesting. I've experienced this in my career a little bit. Sometimes when you have like a gas well and you have all the wastewater that's produced from it, sometimes I've had to go out and work on property law because I've had to get land in different places to store some of this wastewater because it's useless after it comes out of the well mechanisms. So property law comes into play, easement issues come into play in terms of utility companies having easements, having to maintain them to keep the electric lines clear, what kind of herbicides, pesticides are they using, those kind of things come into play as well too. So there's a ton of property law that goes hand in hand with environmental law. Most people don't realize that a lot of the time. There's other issues in there too about liability. You know, everything's a tort. You can sue anybody for anything. So if you have an environmental violation, it's damaged your property or it's damaged your health because the company's dumped something near your property or in the water near your property or whatever, do you have a right to sue them? The answer to that question most of the time is going to be yes. So liability law comes into play, injunctions, any type of law you can think of. It kind of shows you not just environmental policy doesn't just exist in a vacuum, but environmental law just also doesn't exist in a vacuum. So there's other type of laws that are going to come into play in this. And what's going to be very interesting is we're going to see is how these different laws are going to be added into the cost of implementing environmental policies and regulations and maintaining environmental policies and regulations, internal ones for companies, because they're going to have to add in all these different types of costs as well too. So there's a lot of factors to examine and looking at the cost of implementing environmental policies. So it's a great discussion tonight, guys, in class, and a great discussion on our discussion board this week. So looking forward to everybody's thoughts and opinions on the topic either tonight in class or on the discussion board or both. So it should be a very great week, guys. If you need me, you guys know how to get a hold of me. Office hours are Tuesdays and Sundays from 10 to 11 p.m. Eastern time. You can always send me an email, respond to you guys within 24 hours. And with that, guys, have a great week.